You took everything that I had, yeah. But you left one thing behind. You're wondering just what that is. Yes, you are. Well, the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. We're gonna make a little love down by the water. Maybe I'm the son, maybe I'm a daughter. When the music man calls, that's when I gotta play. So I burn for the things I never had. I'm burning with hate, with love. Spin around. 'Cause as a boy I had a dream. Carry it with me today. Yes, I do. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the walls come tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. Hey, 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 hey. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. Giotto's is so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates? We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops. Over me, got a way of your own. But I told you that life ain't a fantasy. Now I watch you every day. Turn it up, it's just your way. Rocket fuel runs through your brain. Like I told you on the train, that it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. That it's the only, 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 only thing she knows. She knows. So it started to rain. Met a woman with eyes like a hurricane. Told her she was the one. Yet she left at the moon, calling me insane. Now I watch you every day. Turn it up, it's just your way. Rocket fuel runs through your brain. Like I told you on the train. Well, it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. Hey, how's it going, everybody? We are back again and got a lot of people in chat already. I saw like 19 people in there already. Pretty cool. So we're back on a Friday night here at AstroWorld. Yes, and it's a Friday night, so we're all looking forward to that glorious weekend. It's really wow. I can't see. I'm making believe that I can look outside. I can't look outside, but the sky looks great here right now. But
Yeah, it looked kind of decent here, but it's supposed to rain overnight.
yeah, at like 11, it's supposed to kind of crawl in a little bit. So,
Yep.
I got to throw a shout out to my buddy Farhan. He's an astrophotographer on Long Island. He got into a bad car accident. Apparently, I just found out. I mean,
Oh, that's
you
not
know,
good.
he more or less unscathed, but I mean, I'm sure it's been a bad. I mean, the car's crashed. They had to take glass out of his neck. I mean,
Oh,
it's like crazy. So just give a heads up to Farhan over at Custer, and hopefully everything's okay, and then you come back and hang out because I have your LX85 and I'm still testing it. So yeah, there was an issue with this LX85 that I've been messing with, and
the
my buddy,
mount or
the
or
mount,
the
the mount,
I've got
and
one of those.
and it was just I guess they broke the pins on the hand box jack. So I spoke to a friend of mine who's an electrician, and he found the jack and it was too big, and he found another one, replaced the jack. Finally got it to turn on, and it threw a mount uh, motor error on it, and that happens sometimes when when you're underpowered, right? So it
Okay,
just
yeah,
not
yeah.
enough power to move the motors. It throws a fault. That's fine. But so I bought a 12-volt 5 amp 2.5 millimeter. That's what
Adapter.
it,
Yeah,
that's what it uses,
yeah.
and I bought it, and it turns on, still same fault, a motor error. Great. So I'm in an observatory at a school that'll remain nameless, but I was sitting there, and I'm going through this stuff in there. I said, wow, there's like some old like auto stars in here. You mind if I take a couple of these? They're like, no, yeah, sure, go take it. So I take it. I use an old auto. This one had an audio star. The
Okay,
LX85
yeah,
had the
yeah,
audio
yeah,
star
yeah.
where it
That's
like
what mine has.
talked to you in the back, and it was supposed to
Yeah,
be cool, and it never went anywhere. So
yeah,
I got an original auto star one, not the 494, the one right after. And I plugged it in, boom, comes up, motors move, everything's fine.
yeah. Oh,
So
perfect.
so I'm trying
So
to kind
something
of
wrong with that hand controller? Is it?
that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to get a hand on a different Audio Star, or maybe I could upgrade the firmware of the Audio Star somehow.
You can
Um,
upgrade the firmware. I
so
had to, I did it on mine one time.
yeah, but if it doesn't get to the, it doesn't get past the initializing, I can't get to the bootloader in the hand controller. So I need another
Uh,
mount to kind of plug it in to see if it works, and I don't know. We'll see what happens.
well, I've got one of those mounts.
Oh, do you? Maybe I'll just send you the hand controller and
That's
update it, because I had to buy. I had to find a 505 cable, right?
That's what this adapter's for. That's what this adapter for the WD-20's for. Is
Oh,
for
that's
that
right.
L
That's right.
for that LX85 tripod.
Oh, I forgot you had the. I should have called you and seen. I forgot you had it.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm sitting there and I'm trying to figure this thing out. My buddy Frank really helped me out. He's been in the chat a while. He helped me out. He's the mechanic. He's the electrician guy that I know. And he was able to get it so it turned on. It didn't even turn on before, and it seems like it's gonna work. The AutoStar one does have the little um, you got to use the RS-232 and the jack to kind of connect
To
to
go
the,
out.
yeah, to
Yeah.
go out. So I'm hoping that all works and I can kind of connect and put it in Nina with the LX protocol for
Yep.
ASCOM.
Yep.
And
That's how I use it.
yep.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that'll work. And if that's the case, um, I'm gonna just I might just send you that audio star. and see if you
See
could
if I can.
see if you could update it, because I don't think I'll be able. I'll try once here to see if it'll update without feeling. I think I could get to the point where I could get to the menu. I could skip over the motor fault and kind of hit some buttons, but
Right.
well, we'll see. So what do we got? No, Dave is not doing the Southern Constellation. Eric will be doing the Southern Constellation. The Southern Constellation tonight is Corvus, and the Northern Constellation tonight is Ursa Major. So I found some. I didn't do when I did mine. I didn't do the ones you might think of. I didn't do M81. I didn't do M82. I didn't do 108. I didn't do what's the other one? The Arrow 97. I didn't do 101. I did some random ones. So hopefully it's a little bit of an eye opener on some other galaxies that are out there. So
Yeah. Cool.
we're just
There
gonna
are
wait
some
for a little.
cool ones.
Yeah, there are some cool ones, like the what is it, the there was one in there. What was it called? The Tiger Eye Galaxy, I think it was called.
Oh yeah.
So
I've tried that one before.
yeah, so I get tiny little black spots. What's wrong? They're called cataracts, Tom. No,
floaters. He's getting floaters.
you might be you might be check your auto rejection settings on that, and if you're using the ESD, try Windsorized instead and see if that works. Try that. That's something.
Yeah, I've never had
Hey,
any
Dr.
little,
Greg is here.
I've never had any little black spots.
In the middle
I
of the
always use.
stars, I think. The middle
Oh
of the, yeah.
yeah, okay. I always use Windsorized.
Yeah, I used ESD for a while when it first came out, and then I went back.
I've always just gone with Windsorized because it's always worked perfect. So
Yep.
if it ain't broke.
Yep. But you know how it is. A lot of people like to break things. So
Yeah.
So let's all right. Let's see. Hey Greg, you're in a different place every night.
He is in a different place every night. God, he looks like he's all over the
Oh,
world.
he's in Nashville. He's in Nashville.
Oh yeah, I saw his Parthenon in Nashville picture. Nashville's a great town, Greg. I hope you're having fun. Checking out some good music.
You got Matt Draxler's in there, Dennis, Greg Yancey, Ross Hampton. Great to see you guys. Thanks for coming in and hanging out.
And now he says he's going to Illinois next week.
No, when are you going to come to New York, man?
Yeah, Northern Virginia. Come to DC.
Yeah. We'll meet you in the middle. We'll go like Ocean City or something, you know? Got friends in Virginia.
Yeah, we have a Parthenon of sorts here in DC.
What is that? The Lincoln Memorial?
Yeah, the Lincoln Memorial. We got a lot of great memorials here in DC. It's kind of like you take them for granted because I grew up here, and it's just like I've seen them a million times.
Yeah, but Neath doesn't count, Greg. Neath doesn't count. It's just like that's like an S show, man. We're like floating around all over the place, just dealing with people, and we would love to hang out with everybody, but sometimes it just gets so busy. It's crazy. All right, so let's see. I guess we'll just start it off with Ursa Major and see. Play around with that. Why don't we do that real quick?
Let's do it.
He can't image by you. Yeah, I know. He can't.
Yeah, no, he can't image by me. Well, he can, but
you can do plenty of narrowband. Knock yourself out.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm only an hour from Blue Ridge Mountains, so.
Now, there you go. All right. Oh, here we go. You ready? Here we go. Ursa Major. And why did it? Whoa!
Back up! Whoa!
I gotta change that.
Fast forward.
So Ursa Major, we know all about Ursa Major, right? It's a big dipper, right? It's a big bowl in the sky.
The big bear.
The big bear. Big bear, or greater bear, or bigger bear, or whatever it is. It's a bear. Everybody just remembers, and what is the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. They're called asterisms, right? It's something. It's a part of the constellation. It looks like something that we can recognize.
Can recognize, yeah.
The Northern Cross. The Northern Cross is 3 different constellations, right? No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's Cygnus. Sorry, my bad.
Cygnus,
The Summer Triangle is 3 different constellations. There are certain things that we could do, and we can recognize. Orion's belt is an asterism. That's part of the constellation Orion. So here we go. So Ursa Major, right? So Ursa Major. The English translation of Ursa Major is the great or the larger bear. And a lot. I didn't know this. I really thought that Dubhe was the brightest star. I stand corrected for some reason. Apparently, some um, new data has come across, or newer data has come across. Not new, but Alioth, which is Epsilon Ursa Minor, has a magnitude that's 0.03 brighter than Dubhe. So it's an apparent magnitude of 1.76 as opposed to Dubhe's 1.79. So that makes Epsilon Ursa Major the brightest star in the Ursa Major.
Cool.
It's the third largest constellation, which takes up an amount of sky of 1,280 square degrees. 1,280 square. It's huge. It's
Yeah,
humongous.
it is.
It's ridiculous. A lot of people don't realize that you got feet and you got tail, then you got more feet, and then you got a lot of stuff going. You got a snout. You got a lot of stuff going on with the Ursa Major. And if I could bring this up real quick, and I'll show it to you. Let's see if I can go back in time a little bit with my stellarium here. There we go. So, and if I could show this real quick, here we go. So if I could look at this real quick. So this is Ursa Major here.
Yeah.
Look at this. It goes from here all the way down here, and the borders actually go to right above. I mean, I don't know if I could do it here. Can I do this? Where's the where is it? Where is it?
Down to the left.
Where's the little?
You're in the right. The one where it has like the little Running Man kind of thing.
No, I don't want this. I don't want the.
But that'll show the whole like bear there.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I could show the art.
There you
go. But I was looking actually for the thing that points to the angular separation. I was looking for that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I forgot where it is. I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. But you can see how just darn big it is. Here's the eye, here's the first paw, here's the second paw, and the tail. So it's a pretty big part of the sky, right? So pretty large constellation.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I got it. I'm almost ready to sneeze here, so I apologize.
Stare into the light. Go
you
to the light.
You didn't hear it. I muted it. So
nice. Good pull.
So sorry. So this was one of the original Ptolemaic constellations, and it's in quadrant NQ2. If you take a look at our one, I think it was on Aquila, where we actually went over what the quadrants are. You can take a look and see which quadrant that is.
Yeah.
There's 7 Messier objects. There's 13 exoplanet systems, and 2, depends on where you go, 3 meteor showers. The 2 major ones were Alpha Ursa Majorids, which are in August, and Leonids Ursids in December. So just missed the Alpha Ursa Majorids if you were looking for it. If you're looking forward to it, where it's a little bit higher in the sky, the Leonids Ursids will be coming in December, and I think I read it somewhere about up to 4 to 10 meteors per hour. So, gotta close the door. Sorry, guys.
The Leonids is actually a pretty decent one.
Yep. Those are the two major ones. Excuse me, guys. I apologize about the sniffles. All right. So now we got the mythology part of Ursa Major, right? So the mythology part, it all surrounds about how much of a hooker Zeus is again. Zeus just got around like oh my god, he was sleeping with everybody. And poor Hera, right? Hera was just like tried to be the faithful wife, and you know, she just like he let him sleep with she let him sleep with everybody, and Hera just like feeds the wrath of people that just like, you know, don't sleep with my husband. Don't these people get don't sleep with our husband? I don't understand.
No kidding, right?
But anyway, so it's all surrounded about Zeus and the myth of Callisto. I believe when Eric did the one on the twins Gemini,
Yeah.
he went into the nymph Callisto and how beautiful she was and all that. So she was apparently very good looking little nymph, and Callisto actually did a vow of chastity to Artemis. And Zeus said, nah, we don't have to listen to Artemis. So what does he do? He sleeps with Callisto and has a son called Arcus. Okay. Artemis said, nope. You know what? You had a vow of chastity. You're banished. So she banishes her from Olympus. Hera said, screw that. That's not enough. And he ends up and turns Callisto into a bear. Turns Callisto into a bear. Sorry. So and Callisto continued to live roaming the forest for 15 years. Meanwhile, back in Olympus, Zeus is raising Arcus, and Arcus, while running into the forest, going hunting, bumps into this bear and out of fright pulls out his spear, just like the picture, pulls it out of fright. And Zeus, watching from above, got so scared that he said, oh, stop this, sends a whirlwind down and throws him up into the heavens. And Arcus then becomes Boötes, and Hera and Callisto becomes Ursa Major. So that's kind of how it is, and they just ended up there, and I don't know. I guess Callisto is a little bit happier not being a bear anymore, but now she's stuck in an oxygenless vacuum. So I don't know. All right, so here's some picks for you. Here's one that you don't see a lot. NGC 3359. NGC 3359 is a barred spiral galaxy, and this photo was taken by Terrence. I grabbed it from AstroBin. It was taken with the Explore Scientific ED 102. It's 59 million light years away. It's discovered by Herschel in 1793. And this is 28 hours from a B7 sky on Long Island. So I want to find out.
Good.
I want to find out where this guy is, because you know you can see a lot of other galaxies in here. You can kind of see one down at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just south. Yeah.
Yep. And there's another one at like 10 o'clock, right above the red star. You can see it right real close to it. So there's a couple other really nifty kind of things in this, but that's not even the best one.
That's still a nice detail you got from Bortle.
Yeah, from a Bortle 7, 28 hours. That's great.
59 light years away.
In your area?
Yeah.
Oh, look who decided to join us.
I know, right? Hey. Figured I'd grace you guys with my presence.
Oh, thank you so much.
We appreciate that.
Your honor.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I'll curtsy you, and then when we go to the 3-up, okay?
Oh, whatever.
All right, here we go. Number 2. So did you miss my speech about Ursa Major? Did you miss my speech about the?
I just got in, so I saw the tail end of it.
Okay.
You had a little bit of mythology in there, man.
I always do mythology. I just do it in a funny way, because I think Zeus is kind of a hua. So
he is.
So and he keeps on banging people, and Hera keeps on doling out the wrath, and Zeus just sits back. Zeus just sits back and laughs. He's like,
He's the P. Diddy of the ancient Greeks.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Oh, wow. Moving on to pick number 2. We got NGC 2841. A little different. There's some cool galaxies in here too. It's like
That
nice,
one's beautiful.
Yeah, really nice job. This is an unbarred spiral by James from AstroWorld, done with an Edge 8. I couldn't find out where, but it did say Bortle 5. So I love that. But that's a 9-hour in Bortle 5. I love the way the stars came out in this one. I thought, they're very muted. They're nice. And you can kind of see that.
Very similar to the sunflower, kind of.
Yeah, it does.
Is.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see a bunch of galaxies in this, and some of them might be a little bit hard to pick out.
5 o'clock, definitely.
5 o'clock's the biggest one, right?
11 o'clock.
Yeah, well, 11 o'clock. Yep, right there.
Yeah.
And then if you look at 10 o'clock,
about 2 o'clock.
10 o'clock, 9:30. There's a little guy.
I see that little guy.
2 o'clock. Yep. There's actually 2 of them up there in 2 o'clock.
They are. So around the 2 o'clock.
And if you look at exactly 3 o'clock, almost exactly all the way on the right side,
at the very edge.
there's 2 of them right there. So
yeah.
And you wonder how far away those are.
They're pretty darn tiny, so they're far away.
Yeah,
so
they're really far away.
So that's number 2. Number 3 for me is
I love that one.
3718, or R214. This is part of a group of, I think it's a Hickson group, if I remember right. It's a barred spiral at 52 million light years away. Photo is by Paul L. in an AstroWorld, and this was taken with an 80 millimeter scope.
Wow.
A QHA 183 from Poland in Bortle 5. 5 hours.
Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
5 hours in a Bortle 5. So really, really cool stuff out there. I forgot to change the title. It should say CA, should have said. But really cool stuff. Go check out the random kind of things in Ursa Major. I didn't want to do any of the ones that everyone constantly takes pictures of. M81, M82, M97, all that kind of stuff. M51, yeah, exactly. All those, all the M numbers. I wanted to get into some of the rando stuff, So I want to know what this is down here. This little streak right here at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably another galaxy that's being affected by maybe that smaller one next to it.
Maybe.
Like they're interacting somehow.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone knows what that is, let me know. But obviously the big galaxy at 9 o'clock. Where's the other one? There's a 2 right at 6. I think nope, that's all I see. Really. But cool stuff. Go take a look at Ursa Major, and that's all I got for that. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you liked it. Hope you like my spin on Zeus. And that's all I got for that. I'm in and out. I'm like, I could have done thank you, sir.
Astrophotography clap.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little 2-finger.
Yeah.
But but the whole thing is get into some of the random stuff out there. There's a lot of cool stuff in the Big Dipper. I was like, look, if I share my screen real quick, and I'll show you, where is it? My stellarium. Why doesn't it show on this side, but it shows on this side? Did I turn it off? I must have turned it off. Yeah, I did. Give me a second, sorry. But when you take a look and you turn up the hints on stellarium, and the labels, all of a sudden, all this stuff pops out. What's that?
Ross says, I think Zeus was on Jerry Springer once.
Oh, he definitely was.
And then he was on, and then after Jerry Springer, he was on, who was the other guy that always did all the genetic testing?
Maury.
Maury Povich, yeah.
My cousin worked for Maury Povich for like 25 years.
Oh, really? Wow.
So when you go over here and you go into your sky and viewing and go into DSO and you just turn on the labels and markers and turn up the labels, so you got a whole bunch of crap that pops up, right?
Yeah.
And I got Messier, IC, NGC, SH, LBN, and LDN, and let's get rid of the other. We don't need the other. Okay, we'll do that. We'll put back on the labels again, right? We'll put back on the labels, constellation lines. We'll do the boundaries as well, right? And let's see if we can find. We're in the south here.
Gotta head north. Head north, young man. There it is.
There it is. And then let's change the time a little bit, right? Let's change the time a little bit. We'll go to like
11 o'clock. There you go.
Yeah, we're in February somewhere. Where'd it go? There we go. So we're upside down, right? So as you move in, right? All of a sudden you start, let me turn up the hints again.
Yeah.
There was a lot more. I must have messed it up. There we go. So now you got
still a lot.
Still a lot more stuff going on all over the place. You can see it all over the place. There is so much stuff because this is a Tiger's Eye Galaxy. This is the one we were talking about, 2841.
Yeah.
That's right there, right by the feet. And then the Phantom Frisbee Galaxy, which is kind of cool, 3079. That's a cool little shot there. It looks like Sculptor a little bit. But yeah, definitely go check out some of the random stuff in the Big Dipper, and it's cool stuff.
Lots of cool galaxies there, but you know, a lot of them require big telescopes.
Time and focal length.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of focal length because some of them are very, very far away.
Yeah, when all of a sudden you see ARP galaxies, yeah, now you need to, you need some oomph.
2,500.
You need some oomph.
Length. And yeah, tons of time. And ideally dark skies.
Mm-hmm.
Portal 7.
Oh, here you go. So Chris Frierickson, you know, he said, I said I wanted to know what that stuff at the bottom of 3718 is. Chris Frierickson actually took a picture of it.
Oh, there you go. Did he send it to you?
I'm gonna grab it on Messenger real quick. It's more galaxies. But let me see if I could.
That's why I'm wondering if they're an interacting pair that is distorted.
Well, it's an interacting pair, but it doesn't look like the pair you were thinking of. Let me share my screen again. And this is Chris Frierickson's picture.
Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, man, it's more than a pair. It's like 4 galaxies there.
It looks like a fivesome. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, look at that.
Norm.
Hello, Newman.
So Chris is using a
in and out
C8,
like Zeus.
right?
I think so.
He uses a C8. Yeah, I think that's right. Wow, that's awesome.
Well done, sir.
Nikon Jacks always had to put it in and out like Zeus.
Yep. Keep wondering, he ain't got it. Why don't he pay no child support?
I don't think they had money back then.
They had drachma.
Drachma.
They had drachmi. Hey,
He paid them favor when they were. He paid them favor when they were about to die, and then
that's exactly what
he'd rescue them all.
What about some of them? And there were some. He just, he said, "Ooh, she looked good."
Yeah. Then he's like, "No, Hera, no, it meant nothing. It meant nothing."
No.
He goes to Tara, nope. Well, me.
But me.
Well, me. I don't.
I saw you in her bedroom. Hey.
Well, me.
It wasn't him.
a little Eddie Murphy stuff going on.
Okay. So before I do my presentation, give you guys an update on some stuff. I'm still working on this planetary bit,
Okay.
but I hear if I can.
Did you find out what was going on with fire capture?
No.
Are
What did
sure
you
the
do,
cameras,
Karen?
Are you sure the camera's connected?
Yep, and he just kicked himself off, I think.
And cut.
And at least he's got a nice smile, you know.
Yeah, he does that. That's some nice teeth he's got.
Look at that. Is he gonna come back? I don't know. I think he just kicked his off. We'll get him back in a little bit. It'll be fine.
Funny.
That's funny. But yeah, so looks like I'm hoping Sean, I hope you're listening. Please send me the camera and the filter wheel and the filters for the Starfront. Eric's back.
I don't know what the heck happened there.
I don't know, but
Okay.
So I got the scope all ready to go down the Starfront. It just needs to be packed up. I'm just waiting on Sean to send me the camera, the camera, the filter wheel, and the filters. So I'm looking forward to sending this down now. I want to test it before I send it down there. And what's going? It's going to be the Carbon Star is going to go down there, an F4 600 millimeter newt. So we're going to see how well that does in Portal 1-2 skies. So
it's going to be awesome.
So
yep.
Okay.
If I ever get that nice little mask that I'm supposed to get,
I'm gonna send it out. I'm so goddamn busy.
You know what? Wait. You know what I'll do? I'll mail the Audio Star in a box big enough to put in the mask and just put the mask
with
in the Audio Star back. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what do we got? What do we got here?
All
pictures.
Right.
We got pictures.
Yeah. So I got my video. Put up my video. So what I did a little bit of tinkering, and one thing I ended up
isn't that a pretty looking mount?
Yeah. What I ended up deciding to do is I put back on the autofocuser. So I put that back on.
What'd you do?
You know, I put back on the focuser, the Asato.
Yep.
So I put that back on, and right now if you see here, that's the PowerMate, and we got the ADC.
Yep.
Here, and this is the 662 that I got from you.
Yep.
Do you have any more ZWO cameras, or you all? If that was actually the last one.
I think I do, but nothing that you'd probably want.
Okay, no
got
monos.
120.
No monos.
Yeah, you have no monos.
Let me see.
Yeah. So
I don't have much. So, I have plenty. Oh shoot.
Did you drop something?
No, not yet. Let's see. I got a 290 MC and a 120. Yeah, I got nothing you want.
Okay, cool. I got both of those anyway. All right. So, and one thing I also decided to do after watching several videos, like,
well, not for nothing. You're using FireCap. Yeah. Player One works with them. So
yeah. So. If I could afford it, I would seriously consider like a Saturn M.
Yeah, it's a 533. That's nice.
Yeah, so I would definitely consider something like that.
And that's a puck style too, right?
That's a 770, right? That you have
60.
Oh, it's a 60.
So close enough. Yeah.
Okay.
So close enough. But the older.
I forgot you still had the 60.
Yeah. Hey. We sent it back. We got it fixed. It's doing okay, but you can't see it on this side. But I did put on my guide scope, my old ZWO 60 millimeter f4 guide scope, and so I put that on there. So I'm gonna auto guide. So I'm gonna fire up PhD2. I'm gonna auto guide. But so this is this is the color setup right here. And if all else fails. you know, and I don't get anything, not any results, you know.
What is that?
I'll go
Is that a
mono.
120?
This is the 120. This is my 120.
An uncool 120 with an EF. That's cool. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
It'll work.
You can do
It'll work.
You can do
120's got good
planetary.
frame rate too.
It's got good frame rate.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's basically the same pixel size. It's the same pixel size as and sensor size as the 224.
Yep.
So
I don't think Ioptron makes any more white mounts. I think it's just the 60 that was white.
The 60 was white. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only one.
That's
they don't
the
make
only
any
one.
other.
That's
They don't
the
make.
only one.
Since they stopped the 60, they have not made a white mount since. I don't think.
The 45s and all the others were
Everything's
all
black. Yep.
Yep. Everything's black. So
45s were good looking. The black with the red.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna give it another go with Saturn. It says I was looking, you know, at clear dark skies and all that.
You picked a really crappy year to do Saturn. You know that, right?
I know.
Well, Jupiter's going to be
the rings are almost straight on. I mean,
yeah, they're almost dead on. Yeah,
you got to wait like 2 years.
Yeah, I know. But
it gives you know, if you think of it another way, it gives you 2 years to practice until it tilts back to make hey,
look at
But you'll be able to get Jupiter because Jupiter comes in opposition or not opposition, opposition.
It does come in opposition, and it's an opposition
in December.
Yep.
Yeah,
first week of December.
Yeah, so get your practice in now.
Get your practice in and really take a look and see when that red spot comes around.
Yeah.
And
I saw an amazing image or video that Trevor put on Facebook of a guy who did a time lapse of Jupiter. It was so cool. I mean, you're watching it rotate and the moons rotate around it. It was a great time lapse.
Awesome.
And he put the guy up that did it. It was really amazing.
Kevin says the Neptune M might be a good lower cost alternative with still good performance and pixel size. So I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at the Neptune M. But looking at today or tonight, it gets around Saturn hits its peak around midnight, its highest point, which is around 40 degrees.
Okay.
Or so my seeing right now, at least to this, it says it's average.
Yep.
And clear cloud cover.
I like how they added smoke these days.
I know, right?
They had to add another line.
Yeah.
At least it's more. At least it's more symmetrical. It's 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom now. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm, just hoping that
this year hasn't been so bad with the smoke, but man, I remember last year it was
the last 2 years, right? I'm sorry, Eric. Can you just go back to that webpage once? What the hell? Why is that girl drinking olive oil? What is out of a bottle? What is that? Who does that? Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
Maybe she's not feeling very regular. She needs to flush.
What happens to your body after drinking a shot of olive oil right before bed?
Well, I'm sorry. First of all, that's not a shot. That's like you gotta
chugging it.
You're lushing the olive oil, man.
Chugging.
Oh my God.
That's chugging.
Crazy. It makes your poop slick.
Yes, it does.
Some of these advertisements that they let pop up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I just assume have a dirty martini with extra olives.
You got to talk to Mr. Danko and say, hey, what are you doing, man?
So, Matthew says, took a survey, conducted a poll, and came to the conclusion that having to work on a Friday night is lame.
What I missed?
What did you miss?
Well, you missed
Dan's presentation.
You missed the Ursa Major presentation.
Yeah.
And you came just in time to catch on to Eric's presentation, which we'll do in a couple of minutes.
Freaking Corvus.
Actually, Corvus isn't that bad. No,
you know what? After I read a little bit more about
it's not that bad.
It's not that it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So
it was the worst one of the autumn constellations in the south that I can find. So there was maybe one or two more that we did already that were worse, but Yeah, we already did them. Well, Matt,
So you get
Matt,
to,
you can
you get
rewind
to pay
this.
your penance, Eric, for being late in the last
but being
3,
late and stuff
4
like
nights.
that.
That's all right.
Yeah,
It's all
I know,
good.
I know. It's all good. It's all good. So, one thing that I did find out when I'm messing around with this filter wheel and with fire capture, for some reason, fire capture, and other people have had this problem too. And I don't know if it's just with the mini or the 8, or the 8 slot like this, or the minis, but ZWO filter wheels in general. Maybe again other filter wheels, but fire capture does not like filter wheels. At least for some folks, I don't know. It won't rotate. It won't rotate. It has a filter wheel setting, and you go there and you click on one of the filters, it just stays. So yeah, I had to actually go to the ASCOM, settings of the filter wheel and actually rotate the filters.
Oh my God!
And you can initialize. It'll initialize. It'll recognize all of it. It'll recognize all of it. But when you go between filters, it will not rotate.
Why don't you just try Sharp Cap? Be done with it.
So yeah, so I'm probably just gonna mess around with Sharp Cap, and see how that goes, because I'm a bit more familiar with Sharp Cap. So another thing I'm gonna do is after we're done here, I'm gonna grab the Pole Master, and I'm gonna make sure I have a good polar alignment, because you really want to make sure you have
Pole Master.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It works.
What's nice about when are you using the Pole Master software, or are you using the Sharp Cap with the Pole Master?
No, I use Pole Master's software. I mean, I've got it loaded on the Melee.
Dreadful.
So I did forever when I had my Pole Master. I was using it with Sharp Cap, because Sharp Cap would recognize.
Well, now it does. For a while it didn't, but now it does. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can use either one. I mean, I'm gonna be rolling with Sharp Cap
It's
anyway.
It's just the Sharp Cap routine is so much more easier than the Pole Master routine.
Oh yeah. So since
click
you guys
on
mentioned that,
Polaris. Click on another store that's not Polaris. Line up the stars to the holes in the sky.
Rotate this far.
It's horrible.
Again.
Even though it was ahead of its time.
Problem with the filter wheel with Sharp Cap.
Yeah.
Sharp Cap works fine with the filter wheel. It's fire capture that's having a conniption fit with it. So,
that's interesting, because the videos I remember watching. What's his name in Australia? God damn it,
Dylan.
Yeah, he was doing planetary using fire capture and using a filter wheel, and he was scrolling right through
everything. I don't know.
That's odd.
But I've read that other people. I mean, there's drops in the ZWO forum and fire capture. You can look it up. It's not just me. It's several other people.
I wonder if it's a ZWO thing.
Who knows?
All the more reason to go player one. Sell all your ZWO stuff. I'm just kidding. Listen. The ZWO has like 50% of the market on and I get why, but you know what? Sooner or later, the other shoe is going to drop. With ZWO, and
so
gonna happen.
I go ahead and so I've got the focuser on. I'm gonna auto guide, and I'm gonna use Sharp Cap. So I'm gonna try it with the color. See how it goes there, because I prefer to use the color camera, because I just got it. You just gave it to me.
Yep.
So I'd rather use that.
I didn't give it to you.
I know you just didn't give it to me.
I didn't give it to you.
But no, I paid for my stuff.
I gave you the friend discount.
Yeah, but I paid for my stuff anyway. But if that doesn't work,
no, actually, your wife paid for your stuff, so.
Yeah,
Actually, Kevin, you did win more stuff. Kevin, you won last week. You won a Masters of Pix Insight workshop. So just so you know, you'll be getting an email this weekend.
Don't forget to vote for Image of the Week. Don't forget. And I believe this is also the last day for the
image of the month.
Image of the month voting. So don't forget, or so just heads up, this may be the last day for that too. I don't recall. But let's talk a little bit about Corvus.
Corvus.
Let's do that.
Corvus.
Who is Corvus?
Corvus. You know, I found it quite interesting.
Isn't Corvus one of the characters in that Titan series that I've been reading?
Maybe.
It
I think it is.
sounds like a supporting character in an Eddie Murphy movie.
Yep. Yep. He is.
He is, right?
Yeah. In the tower. Yeah. With yep, he is. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Was I the one who recommended to you the Titan series?
Yeah, absolutely.
I loved it. It's a great series.
So I'm on book 6, I think now.
Okay. So, nice.
I'm rocking through it.
All right, let's do this. Let me share my screen. Constellation Corvus. It is time for Eric's G Power Hour. Not really a power hour, but anyway. Okay, so we're going to talk about Corvus and a little bit of background about the constellation. So here's a lot of the technical stuff, or astronomical, and IAU stuff. So the constellation Corvus sits in the 3rd quadrant of the southern hemisphere, and it is ranked 70th in size of the 88 modern constellations. So it's pretty small. It covers just 184 square degrees, but it can be observed both in the north and in the south. So it can be, as high as latitudes of 60 degrees and as low as, 90 degrees south. So 60 degrees. So if you're in that 60 degrees and it's within 60 degrees north and 90 degrees south, which we are actually in that area, at least I am, and Dan, or most of us are, you can see it.
Cool.
So Corvus is actually Latin for raven. And Corvus was added to was added as a constellation, or observed by Ptolemy, the Greek astronomer Ptolemy, in the 2nd century. You all know a lot of us know who Ptolemy is. He discovered a lot of the more classic, older constellations. And Corvus is a member of the Hercules constellation family.
Hercules.
Hercules, yes. He's right there next to Hercules. So it's just lovely. So it neighbors Hydra, Crater, and it neighbors Virgo. So it's right here in our wheelhouse. The genitive name that's given to its stars is Corvae, not Corby, Corvae, and its abbreviation is CRV. Now, the constellation's brightest star is Gamma Corvae, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names because some of these are very Latin names. Like I want to say that name is Gina. Let's just go with that.
That's what I would guess.
Gina, with a magnitude of 2.59, but the constellation also it does not have any Messier objects. There are 5 named stars. The other ones are Alciba, which is Alpha Corvae, Kraz, Beta Corvae, Algorab, which is Delta Corvae, and Mincar, which is Epsilon Corvae. And there is 1 star with an exoplanet, and it does have a meteor shower, the Corvids. So there's that. Now, there is some mythology behind this guy. So
it's the 3-eyed raven.
Yeah. Yes. We're going back to Westeros. We're gonna do some Games of Thrones stuff.
Yeah.
But it's talking about mythology. We're gonna go back to the Greeks. In Greek mythology, ravens were actually associated with Apollo, the god of prophecy, the god of sun, god of medicine, not medicine, but all of that stuff. But and the ravens were the messengers, were his messengers to the mortal world, and they actually had the ability to speak to humans, to pass on Apollo's messages. So a lot of the messages that of prophecy that Apollo would pass on, say, to maybe even the oracles, and like the oracles of Delphi, that would come from the ravens. They would, the oracles would listen to the ravens, thinking that, because they would believe they were, those are messages coming directly from Apollo, and then they would pass those messages on to the rest of the mortal realm. So anyway, according to the myth, Apollo had a lover, Coronis, and she was the princess of Thessaly. Now, she was his lover. They got busy. She got pregnant with their son, Asclepius, who was the soon-to-be god, known as the god of medicine. And he's also associated with the constellation of Ophiuchus. But unbeknownst to Apollo, Coronis lost interest in Apollo. She was like, yeah, you're a god, but you know what? I got this guy on the side over here, Iscus, or whatever his name is, but she's like, you may be a god, but he got something better. So you know what? We just want to keep it on a DL though. So she was hoping that Apollo would not find out that she was, cheating on him. But what happens? When the gods, we're talking with the gods, something's always going to end up happening. So she did not know that one of Apollo's white ravens was actually spying on her. So the raven returned back to Apollo.
It's always the white guy.
Brought him the bad news, So of course, Apollo, like all the other gods, they get jealous, they get pissed, they want to smite people. So that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what he did. He got pissed. So he sends his sister Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, to kill Coronis. And Zeus to deal with Iscus. And he killed him with a lightning bolt. And he was still just so pissed that he actually burned. You talk about killing the messenger. He burned his raven. He burned the raven who brought him the message, turning the bird's feathers black and removing the bird's ability to speak for bringing him bad news. And all of the other ravens, because they were all white initially, it also became all black. So that's why they say now why all ravens are black.
Very cool.
So, and now with Coronis dying from Artemis's arrow, because she shot her. She was like, you mess with my brother, you gonna get it. And she did. And Apollo, just before she died, came down and performed the first C-section on her. God.
I'm sure that wasn't very gory.
And took his unborn son, Asclepius, out of her womb, and then took him up and put him on a mountain and he was actually trained by Chiron, the centaur, and learned medicine and stuff like that. And that's how he became the god of medicine. So there's the myth behind. So if you're always wondering why ravens are black, that's the reason why ravens are black. So,
there you go.
And that's why you don't mess around and cheat on a god, because they're gonna come back and hurt you. They will smite thee. All right. So moving on. There is an asterism in Corvus. It's called Spica Spanker.
Spica Spanker.
Spica Spanker. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
Spank that. Spiker's gonna spank you. But Spanker is also known as the sail. The Spanker is also a small sail on the sailboat. So it is known as the sail. And if you look here at the asterism, you see here, you see how it starts to make a triangle, this almost sail-like shape. Mm-hmm. Now, it's made up of the four brightest stars in Corvus: Delta, Gamma, Epsilon, and Beta Corvae. And the asterism actually points with Algorab and Gina. They actually point towards Spica, and which is the brightest star in Virgo, Alpha Virginis, and which is also the 15th brightest star in the night sky.
Cool.
So you can find a way, if you're looking for Spica, look for the sail or Spica Spanker, and you look for the Spanker, you'll find Spica. So. All right.
Okay. Striker.
Right? It's always Striker. Spanker. Spiker. So moving on. Exactly. Now,
there you go. I've done that.
You know who this is. This is NGC 4038 and 4039, also known as the Antennae Galaxy.
Yeah,
and they are some very well. It's a very well known, and a very often imaged deep sky object or deep sky objects, because they are, the distance from Earth is 45 and 65 million light years respectively, but they are colliding. So they are colliding with one another, and this was taken by Sophie Paulin with a Richie Creechin, a TS Optics 12-inch.
12, nice.
Yeah, with an ASI 6200 mono, so the full frame.
Yeah.
And she has a mount. These
10 micron.
The 10 micron, GM 2000. So
probably didn't have any guiding.
Just probably not. It. And she took 598 frames.
Wow.
180 seconds each for total integration of just under 30 hours. And this image actually won June 13th of this year, won the image of the day from AstroWorld. So nice. This is a very, very nice image. And so
somebody sent me that data, and I put it together. It came out really cool.
It is. So there is a very nice DSO, and a well-known, at least in my eyes, it's a pretty well-known DSO for imaging the Antennae Galaxies.
That's a cool.
Next, we have
another galaxy.
Yeah, another galaxy. NGC 4027. This is a face-on-bar spiral galaxy. It is 83 million light years away and taken by Wolfgang Promper. This was taken with a Richie Creechin as well. This was an ASA 600 Richie Creechin, and he used a Moravian C3 61000 to take this image. This was also with an ASA DDM 200 mount. Excuse me. And so I couldn't find any specs on this one as far as integration time, but this is one of the better images that I saw out of AstroBin for this image, for this DSO. So this was a well done image here. And last, we have a planetary nebula, NGC 4361. This one is pretty close. This was only 3,900 light years away. This was taken by Peter Goodhue, and he used a refractor, an Elzas 152 apochromatic refractor, and he took this with a QSI 6120 imaging camera. And this was he also used a 10 micron GM 2000. So we all know 10 micron, they're expensive, but they're worth it. These are some doggone good mounts.
They are definitely expensive.
Yep.
And he used astronaut filters. He did this in LRGB as well as in HA and O3. So you see here, he put in a lot of work. All of them are 5-minute frames, 500-minute frames each, but different of the different ones, of the different filters. So he ended up doing this for about 17, almost 18 hours. So, but that's it. So there's a raven. So that's where we get. This is so thank you all very much for listening. Appreciate it.
Nice. I spent the last 15 minutes while you were doing that attempting to find the scene in History of the World Part 1 where he's freeing the dead birds out of the thing. Fly, fly. And I couldn't find it. I was going to play it in the background. I couldn't find it.
Oh.
Awesome. Nice job, man. Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So.
Was not as bad as I thought. Yep.
Much more stuff in there than you thought there was.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Bring me a bird, Jon Snow. Bring me a bird. Bring me a raven.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. So.
That's probably arguably one of the worst finales ever in any show.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, I knew I shouldn't have done that C-section without reading the directions.
Yep. Oh, it could, yeah. It could be kind of ugly.
Oh man.
So Eric, what was the antenna galaxy? What's the designation for that? What's the number?
The antenna galaxy is
NGC or
NGC 4038 and 4039.
I know I did a picture of that. 4038. I don't see it in mine.
Yep. Might be under the Caldwell number.
So yeah.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't get to it that time.
My goodness.
Bless you. Couldn't hold that one, huh?
No, I couldn't get to the mute button fast enough. Sorry. First one I caught, second one I blew. So.
That's what she said.
Good bird. Good bird. Good bird.
I have this weird reaction sometimes. Good bird. I have this weird reaction sometimes to alcohol. That just makes me sneeze. I have like a slight...
Are you drinking wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, wine sometimes.
It's the sulfites. The sulfites in the wine.
Yeah.
I will sneeze like 30 times straight. It's like...
Yeah. Sometimes wine does that to me. Depends on the type of wine, but...
Yep.
Yep.
And that's why I don't drink Pinot Noirs.
That's why I only drink blends.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Anyway, cool. So nice job, man. And don't forget, is the voting over at 9 o'clock or 9:30?
No, 9:30.
Way up till 9.
So we got a little more time.
You know what? I have to go on and vote because I was having a hard time deciding. So
hey, this is an election year. Don't forget to exercise your God-given American right. Go vote.
Yeah.
Go vote.
Early voting started today here in Virginia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been all over the news up here.
Early voting in Virginia.
Yep. It's been all over the news.
Yeah.
Go vote for
today in Virginia. Yeah, go. All right. So I think I got to go.
I want to see if we get more votes for the picture of the month for November than we do a presidential election. So I want to see if we can do that.
That's not gonna.
I want 150.2 million.
Oh,
votes.
I was gonna go vote for the novice bracket, but I forgot it was a winner by default.
It was a winner by default. Yep.
By Daniel. Nice.
Yeah, I have a slight allergy to certain types of alcohol, apparently. So.
All right, I voted.
All right. Well, I'm getting ready to use these guys too. These are my little
O-rings.
My little O-rings. My little O-rings because I picked up some of those nylon toothpicks to kind of get what was left. There's some stuff left in there that wasn't very good with the replacement of the whatchamacallit of the mesh the first time I did it. So, you know what? It's not a bad allergy. It just makes me sneeze. That's all. I drink a glass of water and I'm fine.
So apparently SETI Astro is got a new AI model working now for my sharpening tool. I think I landed on the name Cosmic Clarity as well. you can type in either stellar or non-stellar or both for what you want to sharpen.
Okay.
And guy's on fire. He's giving old RC Astro a run for his money.
Yeah, yeah. When's he going to start charging $80 a plug-in?
Well, that's a question. I mean, hey, you know, he's going to keep it open source. I mean, I'm sending him money.
Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. So what else we got going? So I'm thinking of going, now that Cassiopeia is getting a little higher, I'm thinking about going after the thing right behind Derek's head. I'm thinking that going after the ghost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did my HA. I got to do LRGB. I mean RGB, and
because Cassiopeia is coming around the side. You know, it's going to get lower as the winter comes, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get it before it goes away with the 130. So we're going to give that a shot.
Okay. I'm going to keep working on the after I do this planetary bit, I'm going to put back on the refractor and get back to work on the squid and the flying bat.
So with the Cassiopeia, I've never shot the ghost.
Okay.
Is it more H alpha or
it's
is it
mostly H alpha and then RGB? You're going to get RGB because it's reflection as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then the H alpha is just going to make it pop.
So I got to do HARGB. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For sure. And then just use your HA for illuminance.
Yep.
And then RGB, and it'll look beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. I wonder what it'll look like. What was that taken with behind you, Eric? What scope?
91.
This one was, I believe, this one was my Rasa. If I'm not
okay.
mistaken.
Yeah. Could be.
That's a 400 millimeter. Oh, that's not going to be good. I'm at 819 with 130. So let's see what it looks
I'll
like.
show you. I'll show you what it looks like with the Carbon Star.
Well, that's only 600 too. So
I know, but at least I can give you an idea.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. This one was with it's with the Floral Star with the 91.
91.
This was taken with the 91 and my 20 and the my ASI 2600 mono. So.
And what's the NGC on that?
This is actually an IC 59 and IC 63.
60, yeah.
IC 59.
IC 59 and 63. So yeah, I put in some time on this one.
How much?
This one I put in just over 24 hours.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So
yeah.
if I share mine, I'll show you what I got.
So yeah. And so actually, you know what? I may send this one also off to whatchamacallit, Art Studios, because I've already sent off. See, I like that one. I like yours with the HA.
This is just the HA.
Yeah,
and that's at 600 millimeter.
Oh, 800's not going to be so bad then. It'll be a little close.
No,
but you'll be closer up.
Nice.
You're going to lose some of maybe this stuff at the bottom that I got.
And that's
down
fine.
here.
As long as I get the ghost bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe
and
that star on the top.
Yeah. You want to get the star.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole access.
I can
you want to get Navi. You want to get Navi for sure.
Yeah, because that's everything centers around that star.
Yeah.
But yeah, it came out. I mean, that's just the HA. That's one night, 7 hours of HA. And it came out awesome.
This was 12 hours of. I actually did some O3 in this as well. I did HA and O3. So.
Did the 03 add a lot to it or no?
It didn't add a lot. It didn't add a lot. It did add some definition, but it didn't add a lot. So 12, almost 13 hours of HAs, 7.5 hours of O3, and just over an hour, like an hour and 20 of each of the RGB. So yeah. let's see here. So let's stop sharing here.
So it's IC59, right? It looks like I might. Really?
You should be able to fit it.
63 and IC63
59 and 59.
59? I thought it was 62
Yep,
and 63.
59 and 63.
Yeah, I think if you just do 63, it'll come up.
Yeah. Yeah, either one. You'll get it.
What camera did you use, Dave? Because I'm getting
533. So.
Oh, that's why. All right.
Yeah. So remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you take a look at my framing here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's true.
With the
571. Yeah, with the 571, you'll get more.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm getting the whole thing.
So you would just move it over a little bit and down.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like
just
that.
Get a nice framing and just get a nice.
Actually, I'd go down even more. No, other way or up.
Other way.
Yeah, like in there. No, not that high. Yeah, like right in there.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I have mine. So
Yeah.
That's a good frame.
And you're gonna get a halo around that star. You just gotta have to work it out in post.
Yep.
Yeah,
for sure.
Which I was able to do pretty good. You know.
Yeah.
The last time I did it with my GT81, and believe it or not, I did not get a very bad halo from it, which was surprising. Not near as bad as when I did it with the Carbon Star, but with the Carbon Star and the diffraction spikes. I mean, the diffraction spikes with the Carbon Star, just one raw image. The spikes went all.
Oh, I saw that.
The whole frame. It was so cool looking. It was like, whoa. But when you stack 7 hours of them together, then
looks like a lightsaber.
The halo grows like crazy.
Yeah. And that's why, like for mine, I think I did like 30-second. Yeah, I did 30-second shots.
With HA, I had to do way more.
Yeah. So that's how I ended up controlling the halos. I took some really short exposures. And the HA, did you get a lot of haloing off of the HA, Dave?
More than I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, more than I wanted. So I had to do a little blemish blaster in post, and it worked. The blemish blaster worked pretty good. It has like a slight glowing ring now, but it's not this huge, massive halo. And it came out really well.
Well, it depends again what filters you're using and what kind of F ratio you're at. It really does. So.
Yeah. But
I was watching several videos and talking about F ratios, focal length is fast. A fast telescope, really fast, quote unquote fast. When because a lot of it is a lot of marketing. Saying, "Oh, this is a fast telescope," this, that, and the other, and what you have to and when you take a look at it, if you're looking at if you're comparing a 91, or almost a 5-inch refractor, 91 millimeter refractor, and you have
Stu,
and you have an SCT, that's an F10. It's not about the it's not about how fast it is, because you're comparing two separate light buckets.
Yep.
Right. So you're going to be gathering more light. You're going to be faster because you're going to be gathering more light from that 8-inch than you are, and that's going to be so you're going to be hitting more. You're going to be getting more light hitting your sensor from that 8-inch bucket than you would from that 4.5 inch bucket. Right. and it's compared. You have to, when you talk about a fast telescope, you have to compare it like for like, right? You're looking at the focal ratio of a scope compared to another scope of the same size.
That's true.
So like my Schmidt, it's an f10, it's an 8-inch. Now, if you look at a Newtonian 8-inch, right, it's the same aperture, but that one has a much faster focal ratio. Most of those are like f4 or f3.5. So those are going to gather a lot more light comparing those two sizes, and you're also going to have a shorter focal length because of their f ratio. But you got
but they're very different in retrospect though too, because your 8-inch Schmidt is 2,000 plus millimeter focal length, where an 8-inch Newt, 8-inch Newt's only going to be like 800-900 millimeter.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying when you talk about a fast telescope. Compare the aperture. So an 8-inch Newt is going to be faster than an 8-inch Schmidt. Right.
But you're going to get much deeper reach out of a Schmidt.
Because of the focal length. So, and and it's just.
But that's just by design of the type of scope. And it's so funny how they're both reflectors, and yet they are so different how they work. Yeah. I mean, a Schmidt at 8 inches. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just you're getting so much deeper reach out of a shorter telescope than an 8-inch Newt, which is almost twice the length.
Right. So
it's funny how that works.
So it's just it's funny how it works. So when we think about buying new telescopes or buying new optics, don't forget that when you hear the term a fast telescope, a lot of it is just nothing more than marketing.
True.
Really,
and it depends on what you're doing, what you want to shoot,
I don't know.
everything
like
that.
What you're doing.
I don't know if it's just a marketing. No, I don't think that. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's a good state. A fast telescope is a fast telescope.
But yes, if it's a fast telescope compared to others of the same size. It's fast. It's faster than.
True.
But if you have to remember, it's based off of the aperture size and the focal ratio of sharing like for like telescopes. So you can't come and say, "Oh, I have this Schmidt here. It's an f10."
Right.
Okay. And then say, "Oh, that's a slow telescope." It may not be necessarily a slow telescope because it's gathering more light based off of its aperture.
No, but an F10 is a slower scope.
But the thing is that if you compare my Schmidt to a 8-inch Newtonian, then yes, that 8-inch Newtonian.
But you're not going to get an F10. You're not going to get an F10 8-inch Newtonian.
Exactly.
No.
It's going to be the size of your house.
Exactly. It's just about this. You're talking about the aperture. The aperture and the focal ratio. You see, they're both the same aperture. They're both 8 inches. They're both 203 millimeters. But it's more about, this one, because it's a catatropic, this is a Schmidt, it's going to give you a focal ratio of f10. This one, since it's a Newtonian, it's the same size aperture, but because of the way this is designed, it is going to be an f3.5 or an f4.
Yeah, 3.9. Yeah.
But they're both going to be able to be able to collect the same amount of photons because they're both 8 inches. It's just how they're designed.
But
that's going to say.
But I can tell you, Eric,
but when you're dealing with an F10 and an F3 and an 8-inch and an 8-inch, you got to remember focal length plays into this because you got 2,000 millimeters an inch. You're going to be able to resolve the details in that you're not going to be able to. You might be able to get the signal in, but you won't get the resolution power of a 2,000 millimeter scope in a 600 or 700 millimeter f4 8-inch Schmidt. It's not going to happen.
Right. Yeah. So for example, is when I've done stuff with the 127 refractor at f7, and now trying to do stuff like that with the Carbon Star at f4 or f3.8 or whatever it is with the reducer.
Mm-hmm.
The detail from the Carbon Star is so much better at the same amount of time, and you're only talking about a 1-inch difference in the size of the lenses of the scope.
Okay.
One's a 5-inch, one's a 6-inch.
6 inches.
One's reaching to 950, one's reaching to 600.
Gotcha.
But the detail from the f3.8 is so much crisper and better.
Gotcha.
That's one of the things, once I started using the Carbon Star, I noticed immediately. It was like, whoa, the richness and the crispness of the detail in the images was so much better.
Yeah. Chris is saying right here, you spread more light out with a longer focal length versus, versus with a shorter focal. Yes, that's true. And detail and speed, they're not correlated. So
well, you just got to remember that the focal ratio basically is it's a ratio of your focal length and aperture. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. So it's focal length divided by an aperture. So if you have 1,000 millimeter focal length and you got a 10-inch scope, you're an f10, right? 10 times 10 is that. No, you know what I'm saying. But
yeah,
so that's all it is. But you just got to remember the resolving power is different when it comes down to focal length. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, but you also take a look at if you take a look at camera lenses, they're both and you have different f-stops, you have different focal ratios. Say one, like with the Rokinon or anything like that, it's an f2 because of the way you can increase the baffle, or increase or decrease that baffle to regulate how much light is coming in. That's going to dictate that focal ratio or that f-stop. It's either going to be f2 off of that Rokinon, or the more you stop it down, it's going to either be f4, f8, or f10.
Right.
It's all about how much light is actually coming in. But when you're talking telescopes, you don't have necessarily that baffle that's blocking. You can say it's all wide open. At 8-inch, and an 8-inch, it's more about the focal length.
Right, but that's what your focal reducers do. That's why people put focal reducers on Schmidts, and they put them on
because you narrow the light
and
cone, just like Chris said. With a longer, with a higher focal ratio, you're spreading the light out.
You're gathering everything into that 8-inch, but then you're narrowing the cone.
You're narrowing the cone down, and in effect, changing your focal length. So, it's really one of those things that we could get into the fights on this like all night. But it's a great conversation though, right? Because it's one of these things that you kind of
that's
think
one of those
about.
things that's hard to understand, that you have to kind of get a grip. And for me, it was always hard to understand. But as soon as I've seen it personally, it makes a lot of sense now because I've seen it. I mean, once I went to a Newtonian that was much faster than any of my refractors. Now, granted, my 80 millimeter with the 0.8 reducer on it, like 4.5, f4.5. It's pretty good, and I get great images out of that. But the 127, which has a nice long 950 millimeter reach,
952.
52.
Don't forget
reach.
Those 2 millimeters.
Exactly. It's good, but the detail isn't as good as if I was using my 80 with the reducer or anywhere close to what I'm getting with the Newtonian.
Now, if I now comparing, so just like we all talked about, you taking that Schmidt, and which is why I love it and how it's so versatile, because you can go F10, then you put on a reducer, you can go F7, or I can go and open up, put on my Rasa, or in some cases, a Hyperstar,
Correct.
and then you're going to F2.
Right. So there also creates another issue, though, because, if you're at F2, you have to be careful about the types of filters you need. You have to be careful about,
tilt.
Tilt
with the Hyperstar more so. Yeah.
More so.
And the Rasa where you're putting stuff on the front. Yeah.
Yeah. And just, you want to be in, ideally a Rasa, you want to be in a dark sky site where you can take 30 seconds is all you need with that thing. 30 seconds each. Bang, 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 and just stack a ton of 30-second exposures.
Exactly.
But yeah, and you would get incredible images.
Aperture.
But I think the Rasa for me is just, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to go down to F2. The F3.8, F4, F4.5.
It's still that's
pretty good.
It's pretty still collecting a lot of photons.
Yeah. So I'm getting ready. I'm going to finish up the Ghost of Cassiopeia, and I'm putting the 81 back on, and I'm going to do Andromeda and Triangulum because they're starting to. Yep. And that scope is perfect for that because I can put the 571 on that, and it's perfect corner to corner in the frame.
Chris is ready to have an aneurysm with this conversation. It's like he's gonna be like Twitch from South Park. He's like, don't say it, don't. But it's a good conversation.
If you're referring to this YouTube, he's wrong. The
myth of the fast telescope.
I have not seen the myth of the fast telescope.
I actually did see that one as well.
Who did that?
There were a few others too.
Who did that?
It was Sky.
I think I saw it too, and I was like,
I can't remember the guy's name.
I'm gonna have to look at that. I haven't seen that one.
Sky Story.
Yeah, Sky Story. Yeah.
The myth of the fast telescope video. Yeah. Here it is. Where is this guy?
Sky Story.
It's called Sky Story?
Yeah, that's the channel, I guess.
I think, that's the channel. That's the channel. You left comments? Good for you.
I'll bet you.
I never comment on the YouTube, but this one I have to say something because he was just wow.
That's good. I'm gonna have to watch that later. It's about 12 minutes long, but it sounds like it's a fake. I just watched it for about 2 minutes. It sounds like an AI voice.
It does sound like an AI voice.
It sounds like an AI voice,
like an English or Irish kind of AI voice.
It sounds like it was like a text to voice kind of thing. I just listened to it for about 2 seconds. I was like,
but you look at some of the best Milky Way photos when people are doing the arches with a DSLR.
Yep.
Out in the middle of the desert and stuff, I guarantee you that thing stopped down to like 2 or 3, while they're doing those photos and just taking, long, medium length photos, a minute and a half at the most. And they're getting amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to have to listen to that. We're in Canada. It better not be from Ontario. I'll tell you.
He's in Canada. Well, of course he's in Canada. And those Canadians, they're all morons. Except for you, Sean, obviously.
We have a lot of friends up north. Come on.
That's true. We do.
Don't be doing.
So,
Don't be
Pix
offending the
Insight.
Canadian base there. Okay.
They drink too much beer, man.
What are you talking about? They drink too much beer, and we drink too much whiskey. I mean,
Take off, eh? Come on.
I gotta put on my thinking toque.
Blind Solver.
What about it?
Blind Solver. Have you guys heard about this update to Pix Insight? I guess there's some Blind Solver.
No, but I do use it. I do use the blind solver a lot with
Pix Insight.
No, I use the blind solver and Nina a lot, especially when I'm on
when I'm
out
on the road.
Yeah, when I'm like not near any sort of internet connection, I use it quite a bit.
But, and then I guess
something
SETI Astro has
SETI Astro. Just did this. Yeah, this plate solve within Pix Insight is like a new spread.
Yeah.
So that's why I was bringing it up.
It works pretty well. I've done it.
Yeah, I love my Strange Brew.
Strange Brew.
No, the movie, not the song. The song sucks.
You mean
the movie? Come on.
What do you mean the song sucks? That's Eric Clapton, dude.
That was.
Oh my god.
Cream Clapton. Not. Listen, sorry.
Sacrilege.
Yeah,
sacrilege.
Oh well.
Jeez, flip. All right, it's 9:35.
Let's do the picture of the week.
Okay.
Let's check them.
You hoser.
Last I checked, there were 36 votes.
This picture of the week is filmed in 3B. 3 beers, and it looks good.
38. We're at 38 now. So
I like Eric Clapton too. I saw him on the Journeyman tour, but I'm just not a big Cream fan. I just never was. Just like I'm not a Beatles fan. I'm not a Beatles fan.
Crossroads, dude. We used to do Crossroads in the band.
Wow. Let's see.
Yeah.
I went down to the crossroads.
The only thing that was good was what was that Ralph Macchio and Joe Satriani movie with that? It was called Crossroads. It was called Crossroads, I think.
Yeah, where they had the duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was ridiculous.
Went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal.
He's in a bond. Changed time.
I saw Steve Vai. I saw Steve Vai at a tiny little venue here called the Barnes and Wolf Trap, and he just shredded.
Yeah,
he was so good.
Neil Diamond.
God, please!
It is an imaging. It is Matt. It is an imaging nude, but you've got to. There's a good question. Why is High Point selling the Carbon Star as an imaging nude if they're offering an optional coma corrector with it?
Well, they have to kind of. There's a lot of coma.
All nudes. Yeah, all nudes need a coma corrector.
It should. In all fairness, if they're marketing it as an imaging nude, the coma corrector should be in the price. You know what I mean?
And it is. You get a package.
Yeah, but it should be in there. They shouldn't sell it without it. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. Yeah.
It's kind of like the QHY CCD focuser. Why are you putting out a regular and a high precision, and the high precision has a clutch for $20
and it's
more.
Only $20.
I don't
understand that either.
I'm never gonna get rid of the this low precision one that I have. I don't even buy them anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. For $20, it's like, oh, okay.
All right.
So here we go, Eric. What do we got for picture of the week,
baby?
We
go. So we already
38.
We have 38 votes for the experience bracket for this week's image of the week. So not bad, not great.
Show our novice winner first.
Yeah.
He won by default.
Our novice winner. If I go back, let me go to our novice winner. Go back to image of the week here.
They won by default. Only image in.
I didn't show it, so
it's already gone.
Go back here.
It's already gone.
Sorry.
He already cleared it out.
The system already cleared it out. So we can go into the media library here. And
Casper all the way on the left. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Casper,
which is, you know what, I have to say,
M78.
for a novice, that is not a novice target, and you.
It is not. That is a challenging target.
Yep, it's not an easy one.
Well done. It's not an easy one for sure. So
that's what I want to do, but I've never been able to do. So
I finally got around to it a while back, but
kudos
I think I want to redo it. So, all right. So our winner is for this image of the week out of the 38 votes.
Newman.
Hello, Newman.
Newman, having 16%
of the votes.
Oh my goodness! There you go, by a lot too. 19-11.
Yeah. So congratulations,
where's Dave?
What do you mean, where's me? I'm not in it this week.
Oh, you're not in that one. Oh, you're in picture of the month, right? No. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you're in picture of the month.
I thought you were down in the bottom. I was ready to do a little laugh.
No,
I was ready to do a little jig.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything to put in.
I was gonna do an Irish jig with Dave in last place. So I was gonna be like,
you were. If I was in, I would not be in last place.
So there he is.
I'd be the first loser.
Winner.
Yeah, that's
really a beautiful
good
shot, man. Nice job.
Great shot.
All three of them were actually really good. It was a hard decision because Mikey's onion was really good. And Greg's Andromeda was fantastic too. So it was hard.
You got to put some serious time in these images.
I mean,
so congrats to you all.
Congrats, Norm.
Yeah. And let me just check something here. And here. Make sure everything is done.
Yep, it's gone.
It's done.
Done. It is done.
Gone. So
we got picture of the month.
So now we've got our image of the month.
For August.
Yes, for August. So we're going to start with the novice. We're going to go with the novice. And we have 19 votes for the novice bracket. And our winner is...
Image of the month novice is...
The Lion
Greg
Nebula.
Yancey, the Lion.
Oh, yeah,
he's in the
really
chat.
Good.
Congrats, Greg. Picture of the month.
Congrats there, Greg. Great.
Rock and roll.
Really. And again, the Sharpless, the Lion is not an easy target either.
No, it's not.
The Lion is not an easy target. So well done. Well done.
Yeah,
so
congrats.
Really
Greg's super happy.
Yeah, he should be.
Nice job, Greg. Really great job.
Great job. So, I mean, let's take a quick look here at that winner.
That means you will be in the calendar.
That's it. Yeah, that's it right there.
You'll be in the calendar for next year.
That's really good.
That is really, really good.
Yeah, that's
really, really good.
No more novice for you, Greg.
Yep, you're done.
Too good. That's too good to be a novice.
You've been fired from novice.
Yeah. You got to join the big boys.
You're either fired from novice or promoted to experience. So whatever you want to type. So
Yeah. All right. So for image of the month, for our experienced imagers, we had 43 votes.
43.
So,
all right. Picture of the month. Let's go. Rock and roll. August. Picture of the month is Ernie Jacobs.
There's M8 and M20.
M8 and M20.
So very nice.
I got third place.
Poor Dave. I barely saw your name down there.
That's all right. I saw it.
So
I'll take it. That's good. That's a great image. Ernie.
That's a great image.
Well done.
Yep.
Ernie, congrats.
So congrats.
Got
Ernie.
beat by a better image.
Hey, that's a really good image. That's a really nice image.
That's a really, really good image. So
that's a nice, like, what is it? The portrait kind of printout. You know, do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be really nice.
Exactly. So
Well done,
I will
Ari.
get those updated, as soon as possible onto the website. But congratulations. So,
I think Ernie left us. I don't think he's here anymore. He was here before, I think.
Was he on earlier?
Or maybe that was Wednesday. I could be.
No, I don't think he was on tonight.
No. All right.
Well, he'll be happy to know. He's a winner chicken dinner.
Yes.
For sure.
All right. And then we got one more last bit of business.
He's working on SED 214 now.
Yeah, SED 214. SED 214 is cool. You all know what that is. When you see it, you'll be like, I know what it is.
Oh yeah, I got him.
This is from AstroDoc. This is SED 214. There you go. Nice and nice.
Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, I love the spikes.
The star colors in that area are ridiculous. One thing that Ron does, so Ron's star color is ridiculous. I don't know how he does it, but
what's he using there?
I don't know.
So you got a newt?
That's a newt.
Yeah. That's a beauty.
That was. I'll tell you exactly what he's always.
Is he rocking 2 piers in his roll off or just one?
He's got 2, I think.
Well, he's got 1, and he's working on a second. So.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. This was taken with. What was this taken with? Yes, big, 10-inch ASA astrograph. Yeah, so it's a newt.
Oh yeah, newt.
10-inch f3.6.
Wow, nice. That's so nice.
This is taken a long time ago. This is taken 10 years ago.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep.
Wonder if he still has that newt.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But
I know he's been using his C11 or C14.
14.
Is the one his C14s is like go-to. I know.
Well, he's been using it because Celestron's asking him to use it, but it's a C14, and he promised him he would use it only at F10 or F11. Sorry, F11.
Yeah. What sucks is we never got to see Scott use his C14.
I seen one picture, one sub of M51. That's all I saw.
From Scott?
Yeah, from Scott. Me, Scott, and Tegan worked with him to get it. And he only took like 1 2-minute shot, and it looked great. But, I mean, that's all it was.
Ernie said, woohoo, thanks. We'll have to watch the show on replay when I get home.
Oh, there you go. Good. I'm glad I got the news. So.
Yeah, I put it on Discord.
Nice.
On photograph entries. I said,
congrats, we got one little bit of business to do. We got to give away a Masters of Pix Insight giveaway, I think. We got to do that. And we'll get that up. Because it's Friday and it's free stuff night. All right, here we go. So let's go and let's see when the next one is first, because I don't know when the next one is anymore. What is it? Masters of Pix Insight, right? MAS.
Yes, sir.
TERS. Oh, wow, it doesn't come up anymore. Oh yeah, I cleared my cache on this. Masters of Pix Insight. Here we go. So if you've never been there, here you go. And I'm gonna give away a free one tonight. We got tons of photos of Cocoon Nebula and HARGB. That's this Tuesday coming up.
Yeah.
This Tuesday coming up. And if you don't win, you can buy it for $35.
$35 make you holla.
Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Ready? 3 Masters of Pix Insight. Get my little book out again. You guys all get emails this weekend.
And Ernie Jacobs.
George Lutz.
Yeah.
All right, George, you know the deal. I will send. So now I have Billy Beckett, Kevin Rosso, and George Lutz. You'll all be getting an email regarding how to get your. Where's my pen? Somebody stole my pen. how to get your voucher for the Masters of Pixel Insight class. So I will get that to everybody.
He says it starts at 5 p.m. Chris, how can it start at 5 p.m.?
Who starts at 5?
You don't live in the middle of the Atlantic. Chris says it starts at 5 p.m. No, it starts at 7 on the East
Eastern.
Coast. Yeah, so that's like
7 p.m. Eastern. Doesn't start at 5. Always starts at 7.
Yeah. So unless you're in the middle of the Atlantic, unless you're in Bermuda,
Unless you're on a
it doesn't
boat
start at
on
5.
the way to Iceland or something.
Chris says that's 5 p.m. for me. What?
Chris, where do you live?
Oh, no, he's west. Yeah. So, yeah, it's 5 p.m. He's 2 hours west.
Yeah.
My bad, Chris.
You could, it would have been 9 in the ocean. So,
yeah.
So, but,
so you just watch the replay.
Well, you could buy it, and then, you could win the class, and then you can watch it whenever you want. You just won't be able to ask. You'll be able to ask the questions. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not going to be in the big Zoom meeting.
There you go. Rock and roll. All right. It's about that time. It's 10-ish.
On the Titanic.
It'd be 9. Exactly. It's 9 o'clock on the Titanic. There you go. We're going to England. You're not in the drawing, Matt? All right, let me show you how to do that. Ready? Check it out. I'll show you how to do that real quick, Matt. Ready? Check this out. So you go to astroweb.com, right? You're going to go to AstroWorldweb.com, right? And then you're going to go to contests and giveaways, right? And then you can sign up for the giveaways right here. So we're giving away a book. We're giving away money. We're giving away Pix Insight. So we give away a lot of stuff here. So and more stuff is coming. So sign up on all 3 or just 1 or whatever you want to do. You can sign up there. We got 59 people in already on here. We got 85 in the AstroWorld. And we got 25 for the book. And we're giving away another book. Let's see, August. Did we miss it? Did we miss it? Oh my God, I think we missed it last week. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
We missed it last week.
We may have.
We did.
Well, we were out of source last week, so.
Yeah, so let's do it the 20. We'll do it the 25th. We'll do it the next Wednesday.
Oh, my birthday. All right, let's do it.
There you go.
I think we know who's winning that night.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Get
God.
everybody's name off that wheel. Dave disqualified. I am not disqualified, Chris. Come on.
Oh, man.
Last thing I need is another book. But hey,
All right. So about that time, guys. It's been a good Friday, good show. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And don't forget, please give the videos a thumbs up now live or even on replay. When you're watching these videos, really appreciate the continued support. We've been doing this now going on what, man? We've been doing this for over 5 years, man. So we've been
5 years.
So 5 years. It's been crazy.
Yep.
But
your anniversary is coming up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, it's crazy.
Oh,
I've been
doing this since COVID started.
I know, man. I'm just a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, you keep coming back for more. You're like
I keep coming back.
You're like an abused person.
Your presentations are awesome, Eric. So
thanks, bro.
I like doing the constellations on Friday. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys both do a very good job at it. It's always fun and interesting to listen to.
Cool.
Appreciate that.
All right. Final thoughts, my friends.
Here's to hoping I get some decent planetary shots. Either I'm going to get them in color or I'm going to be doing it in mono. Maybe I do them both. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, hopefully, I know 40 degrees is pretty darn low, but we're going to give it a shot. And hopefully the seeing.
Yeah, but you're doing video. All you need is 25 minutes and you're good.
Yeah. I know.
On each channel,
So we just have to see. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. Yes, definitely. Take the lens cap off. That's a very good tip.
Put the candle back.
Hey, Chris, final thoughts? F ratio determines speed. Yes.
Yes, it does, Chris. It definitely determines speed.
It does. So.
Oh, God. All right, Dave, what you got?
Congratulations, Norm, Newman, whoever. You guys kick butt. You and also Ernie, great pictures.
Yep.
Congratulations. Well deserved. Both of them are great.
Greg, Ernie, yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, you guys keep working on it.
Yep.
It's always a work in progress.
Yep, absolutely. Awesome.
I cannot believe we're already at the end of September.
Almost another week to go, right? Another week to go.
I know.
And Matt, you got to give me a call. We got to get together now that all this craziness is done. Me and Matt are gonna get together upstate. So
there you go.
Before the winter kicks in his area. So
winter is coming.
Winter is coming. So sometime maybe in October might be nice.
There you go.
Which is right around the corner.
He's got good dark skies, right?
That's like a 4 or 5, I think.
He said 5, I think he said, yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be cool.
A lot better than 9.
I'm just going there for the alcohol. I'm not going there for the imaging. So so 4. It's a 4. All right. 4.
Okay, even better. Yeah.
All right, cool. Sounds good, man. All right. So everybody have a great weekend. It's gonna be a good one. Hopefully you get some clear skies and we're all gonna get some imaging done. It's gonna be nice. And congrats to Greg, congrats to Ernie. Great job, everybody. And those of you that have won your Masters of Pix Insight workshop, you'll get that email this weekend. And if you want to go and get involved in any giveaways, don't forget to hit us at AstroWorld.com under giveaways and sign up for whatever giveaways you want to be involved in. So all right. When will the calendar come out? Probably November, I'm thinking, because I'm gonna start putting it together next month. I forget exactly what we said. I think November was the last one, so we started it November to November. If I remember right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we had some more time. So hopefully we could get them all out before. No, Matt, not in June. We had them done by late February. Thank you so much. We just started a month late, so hopefully in January we'll have them, and it'll be good to go. So I already got the template already made. It's going to be a little bit more pages because we're adding the novice pages. So it's going to be a couple more pages. And it's going to be fun. It'll probably be the same price. I'll try and keep the price the same as long as the company that I use for the calendar didn't change theirs. So
you tell them it'll be the same price.
This is not the droids you are looking for.
Yeah, that's right.
So awesome. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Enjoy the weekend. Get some imaging done because I won't. And enjoy it.
Neither will I.
Now it's going to be a crappy weekend in the Northeast. Yeah. So everybody have a great night. Take care, everybody. Remember, as always,
take care, everybody.
Keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.
See you, everyone.